Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Real Review. Here we discussed a movie that may be the best mob movie ever made. Killing Them Softly. Go for it, Samson.
This whole movie killed me softly.
It killed me pretty hard, buddy.
The only movie I ever remember walking out of was Jackie Brown. Right?
Yeah,
Quentin
yeah,
Tarantino.
yeah, Tarantino.
And it was a terrible movie, and I walked out of it. And to this day, I always say, this is the movie I walked out on because it was so bad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't walk out of this movie, even though your wife wanted you to.
Oh, she asked me so many times.
Because we had to actually see this movie. But it is probably the worst movie we've ever seen.
You know, well,
it's terrible.
We were on our way
Rooster
home, and she
it.
asked me. We were on our way home, and she was like, "Listen, babe, if you didn't have to watch this for your show, would you have watched this? Would you have walked out, or would you have stayed?"
I would have walked out.
I probably would have walked out.
It's really the worst movie that we've ever seen.
Yes, easy.
Easy.
We've both given a movie only to be used as anesthetic, and that movie was better than this.
Rooster?
I saw it, and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
It was the worst.
I kept waiting for something to happen.
Right.
The entire
There's
movie.
no way Brad Pitt. He produced
signed
it.
off.
You know, I was so excited because
He signed off on that thing.
Yes, he did.
You
He
know,
produced it.
I am a
It was terrible.
huge fan of mob movies. That's my thing. I went and watched mob documentaries.
I do love mob movies.
Yes, and so I saw this and I was like, this is going to be great. A mob movie. Brad Pitt is in it. You know, I mean, it's got to be good. You know, it's going to be freaking directed by some guy that's never been heard of. It has to be good, right?
Did you not think that the characters were repulsive? I mean, when we were watching like their whole persona,
The very beginning, the first 20 minutes of this movie,
it was just repulsive.
Yeah, it was. It was like they somehow were able to put a gag reflex on screen.
Yes,
like
I wanted to puke.
Oh, it was
talking
terrible.
And listening to those guys. They were trying to capture some Quentin Tarantino crap. It was terrible.
It's
it was
like
terrible.
It's almost like
terrible.
somebody. The dialogue seemed like somebody really enjoyed a Tarantino movie, so they decided to write a movie in the same style, but they tripped over the fact that they're not good at anything.
Oh, it's terrible.
And still made the movie.
This movie was so boring. I was waiting. The entire time waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
They're talking. Every story, like little dialogue things they had was
I don't even know
stupid.
where James Gandolfini came into play.
Yeah.
Well, here, look at the opening credits. The opening credits, you're coming in, and it's switching back and forth from the credits, playing some kind of horror movie music. It's like, and they're like showing credits,
You know
and
what?
then boom, they switch back to a political
The
speech.
music was the worst.
Oh, music was terrible.
Yeah, the soundtracks for everything. Was
Soundtrack
horrible.
on this.
sugar,
Absolutely
oh, honey, honey. While they're killing someone, folks.
Softly, killing softly.
Oh, yeah,
No.
softly. The death was soft, folks.
No.
Wow.
That movie sucked.
Baker, that's so hilarious. He did that. It was crazy.
The movie sucked.
They had the worst music. It was like
They tried
slow motion.
They still tried
Really?
to capture the Tarantino thing because look, Tarantino always chooses some weird kind of classic
that-
music
that
to play in the background,
was
and it always
terrible.
fits perfectly because Tarantino is a visionary.
Go sit.
Are you're just being so
Talking
mean to
to your
that
dog.
poor Great Dane. Samson has a Great Dane, and he's telling him to go sit. He just
Yeah,
wants to
bigger-
be one of the guys.
It's bigger than Baker. This Great Dane is so large.
That's a
It's
big
insane.
dog. But no, it's like they watched the Tarantino movie again and said, you know what? Let's take the Tarantino movie. Let's take the music out of the Tarantino movie and try and do the same thing. So they took a bunch of random classics that doesn't correlate at all with the story, the scene, the feelings, the emotions, nothing.
I was very bored with that movie the entire time.
Oh,
for
it
sure.
was, it was terribly.
The songs, the only cool scene.
Don't you think?
I don't know.
It's the worst movie we saw.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure.
Huh?
The only cool scene was when he killed that one guy. It was slow mo the first time.
Ray Liotta?
Yeah. Well,
Dude.
I'm not giving the movie away, but yeah,
I'm
there you
giving
go.
that away.
Yeah.
I'm giving that away.
I'll give
They put
everything
Ray
away.
Liotta.
It's
They
terrible.
put Ray Liotta in the opening credits, and dude dies like that. It's
Yeah.
and his
It's the worst movie.
his
I
character
think we
was
saw.
pointless.
I think it's the worst movie we saw.
I agree.
Those guys, those indigent guys,
Yeah.
made me want to vomit.
Oh, they were gross.
I
man.
kept saying, "Do I need to have like this gag reflex?" I was like, I probably should not have this in a movie, right?
No.
I wanted to puke the whole movie.
Oh, it was so bad.
It is the worst movie I've ever seen on the silver screen, aside from Jackie Brown.
You think? Oh, what's worse,
Booyah.
Jackie Brown
Wow.
or this?
No,
Give it up.
this.
This was worse than Jackie Brown.
Yes, Killing Me
Folks-
Softly. Actually, and I said,
We
this
have a
mo-
winner,
I
everybody.
said this movie is Killing Me Softly, dude.
Yeah.
It is the worst movie I think I've ever seen. You guys have ever? It was like we wanted to leave so bad
Oh, the whole time.
Oh,
the whole
we
time.
wanted to get our money back so bad.
Yeah.
That I wanted to leave and get my money back.
How can he possibly look at that movie and think that was good?
Man,
He
it
produced
sucks.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
how can he do it?
I mean, the whole scenes, like
How can he possibly?
every scene
do
was
it?
awkward. Awkward. They were telling a story that did not make sense.
Not at all.
Not according to the movie. Like it was like
You
some
know, they
weird
did
story.
have a couple good lines.
Yes,
I
the
mean, even though the
three good
dialogue
parts.
was terrible, 98% of the movie, there were a couple good lines. I can't remember the one from the middle of the movie, but I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And then the very end of the movie, one of the characters had a very cool line that even caught Samson, and Samson was, whoa, hey. Yeah, he actually said, whoa, hey, though. He didn't like get all weird and but no,
I was struggling.
it was great.
Yeah.
You know, this is the director for this actually directed the movie Assassination for Jesse James, which I did not see. And the movie Chopper with Eric Bana, which I did not see. So obviously this guy is just running rampant all over our who gives a crap about that movie line. All right, he's just saying, hey, is anybody going to care about this movie? No? Cool, I'll make it. That's what he does. In closing, Samson, I have got to say, in closing, only to be used as anesthetic, and really, I might actually choose the pain over the anesthetic in this sense. What you got there, Samson?
I definitely do not like this movie. Yeah. I'll punch you.
What's your rating on it, pal? Come on. You want it to be seen on the silver screen?
No,
Yeah?
definitely not. Only to be used as anesthetic.
It's terrible. This movie was terrible. If
It's the worst
anybody
movie
here
ever.
if anybody here is considering going to see this movie, stop yourself right now. Stop yourself right now because it's the worst idea ever, everybody. So in closing, both of us, only to be used as anesthetic. Go ahead, Rooster. Give me what you got.
I agree 100% same thing.
Yeah?
Anesthetic only.
It's the
Only.
worst.
It's the worst movie. It sucks so bad.
I got a toothache from the movie. But yeah, so everybody, don't go see this movie. It's absolutely terrible.